What's up, y'all? My name is Kree. I have a webcam, I have a microphone, I have 0 event tops, and I have an opinion. You're not improving at Yu-Gi-Oh! Because of you. So, before I get into it, if you have event tops, which I do not, if you have regional tops, which I do not, if you have a better win-loss ratio on the Dueling Book ladder or the Omega ladder or the Edo Pro ladder, which I do not, this does not apply to you. However, if you are in the same boat as me or as many a player out there watching this video who are consistently going X3 drop at events, I hate to break it to you because I got to break it to myself as well. We are stopping ourselves from doing well at this game. I know what you're thinking. How? Why should I be listening to you? Well, it's kind of a very easy fix. You just gotta play the game more, you know? Now, I know back in my coaching video I talked about the players who work 9 to 5s, like me, who work 40 hours a week. We don't have the time to dedicate to playing the game more. So, instead, what you should be doing, what I should be doing, what we here at Team Interstellar, subscribe to our YouTube channel, are doing, is we are using our time that we have to play the game efficiently. We have testing groups. We have our own little challenge bracket that we use. We have our own incentives. We have our own little inside jokes, so to speak, to put it, to force each other to play better at this game. And, you know, the results are showing for themselves. We have plenty of deck profiles on the channel of our players who are doing well at these events, who are getting these placements because of the grinding that we are doing in team. Now, we have fostered this little community. I don't know what your community looks like, whether it's in person or online. You could probably foster one of those as well, depending on who you are as a person. It's a social card game. You're going to have to be social. You're going to have to be sociable and not smell, like Papa Meat said you guys do. Plug there. In order to accomplish this, I'm sorry, there's compromise. You got to put on deodorant and you got to talk to your fellow players either at the shop or online in your community. You have to be somewhat pleasant to deal with, okay, in order to be able to do what I'm telling you guys you got to do, which is being more efficient with your testing time. That doesn't mean that you should be going into this testing time going, well, it's the best deck in the room, and even though I'm not going to be able to take this deck to an event, I'm going to use it to test. No. What you should be doing is what, well, one of our players, Aiden, what he recently did at our Columbus, Ohio regional. He got, I want to say, 20-something place. He went X2 in 9 rounds of Swiss with Sprite. He was able to do this because every single chance that we all had to test, he was testing that deck and he was doing it efficiently. He was playing against me while I'm using Malice. Did I beat him sometimes? Yes. Did he beat me sometimes? Yes. He also tested against Mike. Deck profile here. He got 3rd place at Columbus this past weekend with Mitsurugi Raizio. Him and Aiden have been playing consistently because Mike wants to help Aiden test with his deck that he's planning to bring to the event. And this is what the efficiency I'm talking about here is. It's not just going, all right, here's the best deck in the room. I'm just going to blindly take it to the event and see what happens. Some players can do that. Not all players. If you're one of those players that does that and still goes X3 and is wondering, yo, why did I go X3? I have been playing Fiendsmith, Raziel. Why did I go X3? This shouldn't happen. It kind of should, because you're not putting in the reps, young man. It's kind of like, I know some of y'all watching this are sports people. You watched the Super Bowl this past Sunday. Go Eagles. A quarterback, right? He goes to practice. He trains on how to throw that ball accurately in hopes that the pass connects. If you're not training with the deck you're taking to this event as much as you can, as efficiently as you can against some of the top decks in the format with some very, very good players in this format, what do you expect? You know? You don't need a coach. Well, some of you do. Maybe you need a coach. Maybe you need some more efficient testing alongside that coaching. Maybe that'll help you win. I get it. Some decks are out of people's budgets. Some cards are out of people's budgets, but they still play the game, they still love the game, they still want to play the game in paper, they still want to go to their regionals, their case tournaments, and their locals and do well against some of the best decks in the room, even though they don't have the best deck in the room. And that's why you gotta get your reps in, kid. So, all in all, if you take nothing else from this video, playtest well, playtest accordingly. Just test. That's all you need. You know, you don't got to spend the $25 on coaching and spreadsheets if you don't want to, but for the love of God, please just get some quality testing in, even if it's one game a day for a couple weeks until you're regional. Even if it's one match of Yu-Gi-Oh a day that you are playing your deck that you intend to take to that event against the decks that you want to be testing against the caliber of players that you want to be playing against. Because guess what? If you can do well against players who are well versed in their top tier decks, odds are you're going to do well against the players that the event that are playing those decks that don't know what the hell they're doing. Just saying. Anyways, that's all I got for today. As always, like the video if you found today's content entertaining, informative, insightful, or helpful in any way, shape, or form. Comment down below what you would like to see in the future. Subscribe if you have not already. We are so close to 500. Maybe by the time this video gets out, we're already at 500. I highly doubt it though. And as always, until next time, have a good time.